All right, happy Monday. Oh, thanks. Happy Monday night, you guys. I hope y'all are having a solid start to the week so far. Like I was just saying before we hit record, you guys, we have a lot of celebrations coming. So get your hands ready because we're going to be hooping it up. Okay, so we've got two new brand ambassadors that upgraded this week. We've got Ashley Sutherland and Rebecca Lewis. Yes, yes, yes. Way to go, ladies. All right, some people who have added a VIP since last week. We have Yvonne, Elsa Aguilar, Julie Sharoma, Vicky Para, Stacy Thorpe, Daniela Morello. I don't know if I said your name. Sorry, Daniela. I love you, Danny. I think I just butchered your last name, though. Lindsay Brown, Rebecca Lewis, Rosabelle Marine, Rochelle Dunlap, Jennifer Sauls. I just added one too. So way to go, you guys. Let's see. Daniela has already enrolled 2 people. Julie has enrolled 3. She is halfway to that walking pad. And Vicky, oh y'all, here we come.
Vicky, you're gonna need to turn your video on real quick,
Yeah, girl.
friendy.
Yeah, get ready. Vicky has enrolled 10 people already this month, and she is gold.
Wow.
2 gold. You guys, that is huge. Gold is such a big, big milestone in our company. And y'all, she wanted to earn that gold school, and she just did. She earned her spot. And
Way to go.
And at convention, you get to go to the gold party, which is so much fun. So much fun. Okay. And since I'm talking about gold school, next week, our Canadian team, Rosabelle, Daniela, Emma, and Vicky are all going to gold school next week, you guys. Soak it in. It is such a cool experience, just so amazing how corporate is going to pour into you. You're going to hear from top leaders in the company. Just go in with open ears and open heart, and you guys are going to be poured into so well. Okay, let me see if I have anything else. Okay. Don't forget, when you enroll 3 VIPs this month with 100 PV order before the 20th of this month, you're going to earn a social wellness club hat. Super cute, new Plexus merch. So you have 5 days to get those 3 in. And then when you enroll 6 or when you enroll 3 and help level 1 add 3, you're going to get that walking pad from Plexus. So who's going for their walking pad this month? I know I am. We all want our steps in, right? Okay. Awesome, you guys. Okay, I think that's it. So right now I have the privilege to handing it over to my friend Rachel. Rachel joined Plexus on December 31st. I just looked back. So on the last day of the year, and you guys, she did reset, and she has been taking her products consistently. And I'm just so excited to hear how Plexus has really helped her in just a few months. So Rachel, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Okay. So I heard about Plexus years ago from a friend who did it in college, and I was kind of looking for something to kind of, well, reset myself, I guess. And I have thyroid issues, and so that led to my Hashimoto, so an autoimmune disease, and I keep trying to find ways to make myself feel better, and just like kicking gluten wasn't doing it and things like that. I've always been big on gut health, but that's just been like taking a probiotic and, drinking the apple cider vinegar type things. But I didn't have a really good system. And so I feel like with Plexus, reset got me to a good point. And I mean, I definitely felt the water weight and the just everything else just like kind of melt off of me, which was awesome. And then it made me be more cautious about the snacking, just walking by and snacking. My sugar cravings are pretty much gone. I do crave a lot more salt. I don't know why that is, but definitely cutting out the sugar has helped. And yeah, I just feel more energized, and I'm thankful that I found it. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Well, and Rachel, you have to share everybody what you do. This is like
Oh.
the girl.
So so I
If you
play
need
like
lessons, go to her for this.
I play like 2 to 3 hours of pickleball a day while my kids are in school right now. So that's yeah, I play a lot of pickleball. And so I need more energy and I need just a little bit of help with that. So this has been helpful and this has actually helped a lot with my inflammation because part of my autoimmune stuff is inflammation in my joints and everywhere else and I can just tell a big difference and not as much hip pain and things like that. So it's been helpful.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. Yeah, and I just saw you and your husband just won a pickleball tournament, right?
Well, so my husband doesn't play, he golfs.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so in the pickleball world, being a competitive female is more rare. So everybody kind of seeks you out to play in tournaments with them. So it was just a friend that I play with, but yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate that. Hey, and right, Michelle, I saw you shaking your head when she said about the salt. So do you have any suggestions or comments about that?
I just was saying, yes, I feel that chips and queso still, I love
Oh
them.
yeah.
But I was pretty convinced that I had a sweet tooth and that just was part of my DNA.
Uh-huh.
Turns out that was gut health, but I do still like chips and queso. So
Yeah. But I'd always prefer something salty or savory now over anything sweet, which was kind of a little bit the opposite before. So I don't know.
Hey, Rachel, will you share with everybody what products you're taking?
So I do well, I've done the resets. I'm actually I've finished day one of a new reset right now because I've got some stuff coming up that I kind of just like to get myself ready for. And then I do notice that the more that you do the reset, the easier it is.
Yeah.
That first one was a struggle, but this one, it's not a bad day. So there's that, and then I do the just the regular microbiome slims, and then the slim hunger control. The probiotic is my favorite probiotic that I've ever found, and I've been using probiotics for 10 years. And let's see, and I kind of do the carb. What's that one called? The one that
Balance.
yes, balance. I'm not as consistent with that as I could be. And I don't know if I just forget to take it or I'm not really sure when my meals are, what time everything's going to be. And so I just kind of rush and, so that could be something that I could maybe get myself to be consistent with. But I think that's all that I'm really doing right now. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again. And just love hearing people's testimonies and hearing how Plexus has helped you. So thank you for getting on and sharing that. Okay, I'm going to hand it over to Julie to tell us a little bit about what is going on as Plexus and on our team as a whole, business side.
Okay, so if you have been paying attention this week, you are already most likely involved in the Active in April group. Raise your hand if you've got your steps in, you've drunk your water, you've had your slim, your hydrate, your active, all of that. Yay. I don't see a few hands there, and some of you are blanked out. I'm going to trust that you are taking advantage of this. If you are here and you are just a product user, I want to encourage you to take advantage of these groups because the encouragement you get, the reminder to be consistent, that is going to help you in your health journey. These are free things that we offer and they're just super fun. And you can go into the Wellness Warrior and in the settings, I want to make sure that you've selected like all notifications so you don't miss like Tracy's amazing live today that told us why hydrate is so important. Do you know you wake up dehydrated? Did you guys know that? Like just naturally outside of you wake up dehydrated. So that the info she gave us on hydrate was so key. So if you have on all your notifications, you will get all of that info every day. You don't want to miss it. Now, if you've invited a friend to do this with you in the Wellness Warrior group, you have that extra burden of making sure they see it, not burden, like privilege, because you want to make sure that they do really well in their health journey. If you have customers doing it with you, if you're kind of a business builder, you want to make sure that you are tagging them in these posts because you are a good friend and you want to make sure they see it. People who have that kind of accountability and are involved in community are 85% more likely to be successful in their health journey. So you want to make sure that you're commenting, you're cheering people on, and all of those fun things to make sure people are seeing them and getting the most out of these groups that we can. Yeah. So that's one thing. The other thing coming up, you've been getting emails about convention for Plexus from Plexus. You've been seeing that. If you have not registered for convention, you want to make sure that you do that. You get your flights. You're not going to want to miss it. They are always such fun events. There's usually a silent disco. I'm mentioning all the fun, like nobody does a party like a Plexus party. Like they're just amazing. And you kind of have to experience it for the first time to be like, oh my gosh, you're right. But the information and the training, and I hear some of the speakers are just incredible this year. So you're not going to want to miss that. And the training that you get. And when you leave, you are just so pumped up. They always release like something new at conventions, so you want to get it before everybody else does. So make sure you and we just get to be together like in person and hug each other as opposed to this screen here. So that's all I have for
Julie,
you.
I don't think everybody knows just how awesome the speakers are. Do you want to tell them who one of the speakers they have lined up is?
Am I allowed to do that?
I think we're safe to tell everybody.
Okay. Well, this speaker, when we were at Leaders Retreat, was like it was the one who got like a standing ovation. It felt like you were going to church. Like there were amens, there were like chills. People were like, oh my gosh, I've never been taught the business this way or thought about it this way. And you could just see corporate being so excited, like, oh my gosh, this girl's on fire. And if I could sing, I would start singing Katy Perry's This Girl's on Fire. But they have asked her to come and be one of the main stage speakers, and that's our own Tracy Fogel. Go ahead and unmute yourself because I think she needs to hear like all the cheering. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Tracy.
Slightly nervous, very excited. Very
Awesome.
excited, you guys. They told us we could tell everybody this week. We got the go ahead. And yeah, yours truly will have a 10-minute slot on the main stage with 10,000 of our friends. And they are going to do my hair and makeup. Praise God. So it's going to be super fun. And I am just so excited, y'all. I really am. I wouldn't even like be here without any of y'all. And so the fact that now we're getting to like share some of what makes this team incredible with everybody, like it is just awesome. So I'm really excited. I think you need to be at convention. Now you really need to be at convention. And it's just going to be the best time, truly the best.
Thank you, Tracy. And since Tracy, you're already unmuted, do you want to go ahead and do
Oh my gosh.
our winners?
Yes. Well, okay. So raise your hand if you remember that at the end of March, we had a $200 giveaway on the line. And it was like, hey, you get new VIPs. There's going to be a $200 giveaway. Well, so that $200 giveaway, I kept forgetting to announce it. It's what actually happened. So I've known who the winner was for like 2 weeks now, but she didn't know. And she's on here tonight and she's about to pee her pants because she's going to be so excited. So the winner of the $200 cash is Daniela. You didn't know. I knew you didn't know.
She has
You
the
don't know
best
me.
luck.
You know me. I mean, you knew I was going to.
I was going to say that, Julie. She got, how much cash did you get at Leaders Retreat, Daniela? Was it $500? Yeah, baby. This girl
Yeah,
just
I
raked
want to sit next to you next time. That I need some of that to rub off.
Oh my goodness. And then y'all, the other fun giveaway that we have is the Apple Watch giveaway. You're so welcome. I'm going to message you and figure out how to get that to you in Canada. We'll figure it out because I think the money things are different, but yes. The other giveaway we have is our Apple Watch winner from the Active in April challenge. Y'all, I went through the post and you should see, I put everybody's names in this little spinner. And then I spun the wheel, and y'all, I'm so excited. Our winner of the Apple Watch is Kim Hare's VIP, Mary Beth DeClerc. So that is who our winner is. Kim, you're going to have to connect Mary Beth and I so that I can help her get that order placed and get her free Apple Watch.
I will do that. I can't wait to tell her.
Yeah,
So
I'll send
excited.
you the like little screenshot so you can forward it to her.
Okay, perfect.
I'm so excited.
Awesome.
Yay.
Thanks so much, Tracy. Okay, you guys, we are going to hand it over to Cami, and Cami is going to tell us some about business wins, how Plexus has helped her from the opportunity side. Opportunity side, not sign. Her sign of opportunity. There we go.
Yeah,
All yours, Cami.
it works. It's good.
Thanks, friend.
So I totally started Plexus for the products, of course. I feel like that's what we all come here for, is I needed some help with my hormones. That was my big thing. And I knew from the get-go that I was going to struggle to pay for it, like long term. I knew that if I was going to really give this the time that it needed to see if it was really going to help me, that I was going to need to get the cost covered. And so I was very open to sharing from the get-go. And part of that, I think, is because I watched my friend Michelle share for so long, and I knew that she was authentic, and I knew that she loved the Lord. And I was like, okay, if she can do this, I think I can do this. But it still took a lot of time for me to like sort through and, continue to share and to continue to grow. And while I was open to doing it, I don't think I ever thought that this would really become a business. And even as it was becoming a business, I for sure do not think I ever thought it could add so much value to my life. And I didn't think that it could contribute like things to my life that I could take to other areas of my life. And so that's something I feel like the Lord has just really been showing me a lot lately. And when I was really thinking through like the specifics of that, because that's what I struggle with, is like thinking through, okay, but how? And I feel like the two things that just really came to my mind is, one of the things that he has really shown me through this business is how to make every moment of your day count. And I know like we're all super busy. I have 6 kids. My husband is a pastor. Like my kids range from 18 to 6. So we have them all in school, which is great in some ways because they are in school every day and I have some time, but I'm also a pastor's wife. And so there are days that I get pulled all kinds of different directions for needs and things that happen. And then there's days my kids get sick, and there's days that the PTO needs me, or there's just always something. And when I first started this, I really struggled at times with like, I don't know that there is more of myself that I can give to this. Like, I don't think I can give my one more thing my time. And that's kind of what this felt like for me at first. But what I've learned is when you add something like this to your plate, you have to decide, like, when is it going to fit and how is it going to fit? And one of the things that I have learned here better than I've learned anywhere else is how to time block and how to just organize your day in a better way to fit things in. So I truly feel like at this point in my life, I'm still have a lot to grow in here and a long way to go to, like, I'm not saying that I never waste time, because I clearly do. I think we all can say that we have moments that we're like, well, I probably didn't need to scroll that for 30 minutes, or I probably didn't need to do this, but I did. And so I still have a long way to go, but it's really trained my mind to start thinking. And so I even feel like I'm more intentional with my kids now because I've added something to my plate. And so now I need to make all of the moments count in my day with my kids, with my church, with my business, all the things. So that's one of the ways that I just feel like this has added so much to my life in other ways. And then the other thing that just really, really stands out to me. Oh my goodness, hold on just a second. Is just how like overcoming fear. And I feel like when you have to kind of put yourself out there and make that post or message that person, like it just, we all have experienced it. Like we are kind of like, oh, and you kind of have to sort through why you're doing that. And one of the things that the Lord has really used that to teach me is like how even like sharing the gospel with people and like challenging myself in my faith is really the same thing. Like it is having to say, like, I've kind of got to just do it scared. And so those are kind of the two things that just really came to my mind when I was thinking about this business and how it has just, I really thought I was just like adding like work to my plate. And I didn't really have like a job outside the home before. But as I've gone through this and really sorted through a lot of it, like I've seen that it's added so much to even other areas of my life. And so that's kind of what I have.
Oh, thanks, Cami. And I just, what you said is so beautiful. And if anybody follows Cami, I feel like you do such a great job of like sharing your life on social media, and you're always sharing like what your kids are doing and like the track meets and all of that. And it makes me feel like I'm there with you. And but it's also like you are in that moment with your family. And then you're able to really share that so vulnerably and so authentically. And then like when you make a post, like I feel like your poster, like you're like, this is what I'm doing. Like you lay it all out there. And so if there is a fear, I feel like you've really overcome it beautifully, like you just said, that's something you've overcome. So thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you, friend. That's so
Yeah.
sweet.
All right, y'all. Well, Trace, am I missing anything?
I don't think so. This was great.
Yeah.
It was.
Cool.
Awesome, you guys. Well, thank you so much for hopping on. We'll be back here next Monday with some more celebrations. And you guys have a wonderful week.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night.